It's us again. Welcome to another episode of Health, Hemp, and Happiness. I'm Tom.
I'm Lindsay. Hi, everyone.
How's your day going so far? Everyone, hopefully pretty good. What are we making tonight, Linz?
We're making stuffed Philly cheesesteak. Peppers.
Peppers. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lie. Where'd you
This
find
is
this
a
on
new,
Facebook?
this is a new one for us. So the other ones we've tried at home already, but this is the first time. So
I just put the ones in the oven that
smells
we went,
delicious,
so
though. I will
we'll
say
see.
that.
This could turn into a great success or complete disaster, but we'll see. So, how's the week been, Linz? Good. Oops.
Well, just started.
Well, I know what you did weekend though. We went to the zoo yesterday. It was freezing freaking cold.
We did.
Saw a gorilla eat poop, and
We did see a gorilla eat its own feces and
was
lick
kinda
its fingers after. That was interesting.
it was kind of different though. Going to the zoo, it was like empty. It was weird. It was like a private.
It was like a private showing at the zoo. Let me tell you, it was empty because it was cold. It was minus 19. So we had all 6 kids, Tom and myself, all the kids dressed in snow pants. And then we met friends of ours and their little girl who's 8 months old. So it was a fun day. It was nice. The kids got fresh air and they went to bed early.
Which is all right. So this recipe, this would have been a great recipe to eat yesterday. It's pretty quick and easy. I just actually made the ones that are in the oven cooking. So what you need for it, first you're going to start your oven off. You're going to throw it on to 400 degrees Fahrenheit.
I'm going to check
and start
comments.
getting it heating up. You're going to boil some water and you're going to throw in whatever number of peppers you want. The recipe actually calls for 4 peppers just to soften up about 5 minutes once the water starts boiling. Learning from trial and error here, I sort of told Lindsay, I wish I had known this beforehand. If you can get peppers, I don't even know if this is going to make sense, that are a little bit bigger so they're deeper, probably easy. Because once I started stuffing them, I realized they probably weren't the biggest of the peppers we could have used. But that's okay, we'll adapt and overcome. You're going to need some butter. In the saucepan here, I've already got the butter going. I'm going to turn the saucepan on. And you're going to put in about 16 ounces of mushrooms sliced. I ended up sort of cubing them or like dicing them up small. I don't know what's the word for that, Lindsay. You know what I mean. I cut them up. I chopped them up. And an onion. So since we split sort of the recipe in half to do this, this is half the amount of mushrooms you would need and half the amount of onions. So I'm going to throw that in the saucepan, which got butter going right now.
He's going to saute them.
That's the word. Thank you, Lindsay. So we're going to start sauteing those. The other things you're going to need.
I know, Mar. It smells delicious.
As these are sauteing, you're going to throw in a bunch of minced garlic or garlic. It says in the actual recipe to do fresh garlic, but I'm me and that's kind of difficult. So it says 3 heads, so I don't know, a couple spoonfuls of minced garlic. We can add more. And so we're going to get that sauteing. The other things you're going to need for it is some provolone cheese. And you're going to need from the deli about a pound. For 4 peppers, it calls for a pound of roast beef, thinly sliced or somewhat sliced. And just from plain trial and error, I actually cut it up in the quarters, which hopefully you can see there. You'll see when we get to the pepper
When using
stuffing.
the smaller peppers, it's better to cut it up into smaller pieces as well. It'll work a bit better.
So we're going to get that frying and
My keto dogs are delicious. Oh, nice, Mar. Glad you're liking them.
we're going to get that going. And yeah, so we're going to start sauteing these. And once they're getting softened up and starting to smell good, we're going to throw the meat in. And then we'll stuff the peppers. So when we're doing that, we're just going to talk about a few things. So maybe, Lindsay, you want to tell people, what's the benefits of CBD? A lot of people probably have seen us babbling on about CBD, but they're probably wondering, like, what do you take CBD for? Like, what is Lindsay Tom babbling on about?
Personally?
No, I just mean in general.
Or
Like, what are the
just in
benefits?
general?
Like, what does CBD help with people? Like, what have we sold CBD to different people with different ailments?
Oh my goodness. From migraine headaches to kids with ADHD, adults with anxiety, children with anxiety, depression, fibromyalgia. I have several customers.
Arthritis.
Arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. How about you, Tom? Your customers?
Fibromyalgia is a big one. There's a lot of people with fibromyalgia that seem to be buying it. Anxiety is a big one. Anything that's really anti-inflammatory, like the Advils, the Tylenols of the world, would help you with.
Yeah.
Anything really
Actually,
take that for?
that
help you
was
for?
one thing I wanted to mention was There's been several studies that have shown that CBD could be the strongest natural anti-inflammatory. Its power surpasses that of remedies like omega-3, antioxidants, vitamin C, and proteolic, and I probably didn't pronounce that right, people, enzymes. So that is one great thing. I find I don't bother with the Advil. What's the other one we used to use, Tom? Excedrin.
Cool.
I mean, it's a natural alternative.
And it works.
To me, natural is better, and it works.
It's funny, like even like there's lots of good testimonies out there about how it's like even helping people with cancer and stuff like that. Like it's interesting to read some
It
testimonies of
helps
all the
with
different
nausea.
diseases.
Yeah,
Like people have it.
definitely.
Like it's like basically like I don't know. I find it interesting.
I have
all
a
the things
girlfriend that has degenerate discs, and she just got a word back from her doctor, and apparently it's not good. You know, they're going to take some measures to try and help. But her and I had a conversation the other day, and she said, Lindsay, if it was not for my hemp works, I would not be able to function daily. So you know what? When you hear that from your friend, you know you got a good product, and you know it's actually making a difference. So it's nice to hear those, and to know it's helping.
So we got the stuff sauteing now, so it's going pretty good. So I'm throwing in the roast beef, right in with the mushrooms and the onions and the butter and the garlic. And for about 5 minutes or so, gonna throw it. So you can see this is pretty quick, right? Like you gotta cut your stuff up and chop it, but once you sort of
Quick,
get going,
easy
it's
dinner.
and realistically, you can be doing this as the peppers are boiling and ready to go. The oven's preheated. Stuff in the oven's starting to smell pretty good. So, and we should have said from the start, if you want to eat this meal tonight, if you're in Airdrie, like us, share us, write a comment.
Oh, that's
And
right.
we'll be doing the same thing as always. Hopefully this week we'll have
Anybody
another
in
winner.
Airdrie that is watching this, comment, like our page, Health, Hemp, and Happiness Recipes, and share this to get us out there. We appreciate it. And in turn, your name will be put in for a draw. Easy meal delivered to your door. Relaxing evening. So,
And I'm going to drop it off.
and Tom's going to drop it
I'm
off.
assuming, unless you want to go else.
Tom's dropping it off.
So the other thing, I don't even know if it's supposed to or not, but when I throw the roast beef and I throw in a little bit more butter, because if some's good, more's got to be better. So
Tom likes to add his own little twist to it.
So we'll throw a little bit in, and we're just going to fry this up for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes. And we'll post the recipe afterwards. That's if you really want to stick to the rules, if you're a rule follower and stuff like that.
Of course.
So, the other thing we didn't really talk about is some of the benefits of CBD like when it comes to skin and stuff. And then there's also like the pain rub and stuff like that. So I don't know,
Yeah,
do you
I
want to talk about the pain
started,
rub? Liz?
well, I actually started using the anti-aging face cream. And I mean, I'm a week in, so I'm saying probably in about a month we'll just show you those differences as to when I started to what it is now. I have noticed my skin's nice and soft, and any acne that I've had, I've noticed it's drying those spots up. So that's a win for sure.
People are going to think you're like 20 years old, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt. So the pain rub, along with orally taking the CBD, my feet, which I have arthritis and tendonitis, I've noticed the last couple days it's been bothering just the top of my feet. So that's it's acting up a bit. So with the oral CBD and plus this, I'll just give you guys, here we go, a close-up. So that's the relief, and I'll give you a little,
Well, those look freaking good inside the
oh,
oven,
they
Liz.
smell delicious. I'll give you a little look at it. That right on the affected area, and it subsides the pain pretty quick. This is one of my favorites, definitely. So.
The thing too about the pain rub, like a lot of people, I don't know, I've had a lot of people ask me about the pain rub and stuff like that, and they're like, well, should I get the pain rub, should I get the oil, like which ones which are? The best way I probably can describe it is the oil's for your chronic pain. Like if you're somebody who has a bad back, for example, and it's a chronic issue, the oil's great. And
Taking it orally
taking it-
consistently.
and I describe the cream as for when you have those flare-ups, is when the cream's nice. That, you know what, you get a flare-up, put the cream on. So like myself personally, with my hip and back, the oil for them is taking away the pain. But every now and then I'll tweak and stuff. I started working out again, so
Oh wow.
in the gym. So
Yeah, he has.
when I'm a little bit sore, I put it on those areas, right? And that's what I like about it. It's kind of there for the flare-ups or whatever. So
Along with working out comes a little bit of whining.
it's been no whining. Mostly muscle poses in the mirror.
Yeah, a few of those too.
So I'm gonna stuff this one of the peppers here, and then we'll get the other 3 ready for whoever wins before I drop it off here. So you fried your meat up here. Everything's good. It actually smells pretty good in here.
Smells divine.
You're gonna take 1.5 peppers, and you're gonna put a piece of the provolone cheese right in, and it's really how you want to do it. So the ones I made in the oven and the ones I'm gonna do here are put the provolone cheese in. I'm gonna put a bunch of the
Hi,
filling in,
Marshall.
and
Hi, Marshy.
after I put the meat in, I can put another piece of provolone, a little bit more meat, and then slap another provolone. Because again, if some's good, more's got to be better. Lindsay, I can move your phone so I don't spill on it.
Oh, sorry. I just need to get rid of that. Perfect.
So I'm sure the people at home can't really see this, but that's not smoke, that's steam. So that's what it looks like inside there of all your filling. It smells pretty. It smells good. So watch your hand, Lindsay.
Okay. Don't want to get burned.
Otherwise, we'll be doing a demonstration of how CBD oil can help with burns. Another thing it helps with.
That's true, Tom. You're always thinking, aren't you?
And I just burnt my hand. Great. So, anyways, I put some of the stuff in there. Like that. I take another piece of provolone.
I feel like it could use a little more filling.
I feel like you don't need to yell at me in front of everybody. You're going to put another piece of cheese on. And this is why we don't put too much filling in. Then you're going to put more. So you're just going to layer it basically in there and sort of give it a little stufferoonie. You can clean up the stuff you spilled on the tray. And throw another one in, another piece on top there. So that's basically what it looks like when it goes. Look at all the lights there. We are on fire, Lindsay. And get that in. And now for the finished product, I'm just going to move this so we don't spill it. Since that wouldn't be good. And when you guys see these, your mouths are about to salivate.
Oh, they look delish. Should we transfer them onto a plate?
Nope,
so
because this is going to
Okay.
I'm just going to do this. And this is what your finished product is going to look like. Pretty darn delicious, if you ask me.
Smells delicious.
We're going to be eating that later on. So again, like us, share us, comment. In a couple of minutes here, I'm going to be finishing things up. Lindsay's going to be going through the comments and putting a name in. And we got the 6 kids. They stayed downstairs. I bribed them with gumballs.
Gumballs work.
So Lindsay will draw a name here and we'll be going. So thanks again. If you're interested in any of our CBD products, if you're interested, we haven't touched much about it this week, but if you're interested in the Valve stuff, check us out. You can go to Hempworks Airdrie. You can visit us at Health, Hemp, and Happiness, so you guys know how to get a hold of us. So
That's right.
Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Have a good week, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Oh, sorry. We didn't mention our show next week.
Oh.
What are you working, like, are we good for Monday?
We're good for Monday. Yeah.
Okay, so same time, 5 p.m. Monday.
Same good looks.
And watch for my post where I put out what we are going to be making next week. So stay tuned, everyone.
Bye.
Have a great evening.